Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Chesty76, and today I'm going to be giving my 2 cents about GTA Online. Now, look, GTA Online has been available since September 17th, 2013, if I'm reading this Google Wiki article right, and I gotta say, I've been playing it for the past 7 years now, and it's been pretty cool. I've played it since the Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and finally now on the PC, so it's been a pretty lit time. I've had a lot of good times with the boys, just making memories and such, and it's been one hell of a ride. Well, recently, even though I still play GTA Online, I feel like it's become a bit repetitive and pay to win, but I feel like a lot of the community can see that too, with like the Oppressor Mark II and the jetpack and just a bunch of all the facilities you can buy and whatnot. I'm getting kind of tired of it because my main goal with GTA Online wasn't really to grind the game, but you feel like you kind of have to do that now in order to buy shit that you like, and I really don't like that, especially with the amount of grinding you have to do to actually get certain things. And I just feel like Rockstar has become a bit stagnant when it comes to like things outside of GTA Online as well. I mean, hell, we have Red Dead Redemption Online, which is, Red Dead Redemption 2's online counterpart that didn't do quite as well as GTA Online did, but it's still a thing, and Rockstar barely does anything with it now because it is looked at as a huge failure. Rockstar really hasn't made any other experiences outside of GTA Online and Red Dead Online. Their most recent big game they've released was Red Dead Redemption 2 back in 2018. Before that, the last major GTA game to be released was back in 2013 with Grand Theft Auto 5. And I just gotta say, I miss a lot of older Rockstar titles like Manhunt, Bully, Max Payne, the Midnight Club series, fucking Rockstar's table tennis game. God. I just kind of miss all these titles because they were like such different experiences. Everything that Rockstar touches kind of like has a magical feeling to it, Except Rockstar's table tennis. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but all these games give you an interesting experience. Manhunt, I haven't played much of it, but from what I've heard, it's a pretty underrated Rockstar classic game. I do love me some Bully. Bully the Scholarship Edition was my first introduction to the Bully series, and I thought it was a really good game. I wouldn't say it's super underrated, but definitely in need of a sequel. It's such a good world and such a good story vibe, and I would definitely love to see more of it. And Max Payne, a super unique story experience that has concluded, but still an interesting series, and I'd love to see Rockstar do more just interesting experiences like Max Payne again. Now, everyone can see that there is a problem with the GTA Online community as we know it, just because of how repetitive it's become, the pay-to-win aspect of it all, and that's about it. That's about what the GTA Online community complains about. Rockstar won't fix a glitch that actually breaks the game, but if it's a money glitch, they'll patch that shit out within the next 24 hours, and you bet their ass it'll be #1 priority. The whole problem with this, though, is people still play GTA Online. Even though it has all these constant problems, people still play it. It is a fun game, and I admit that I still play the game. So I am part of this problem that surrounds GTA Online. There's a bunch of crappy problems going on with it, and yet here we all are still playing it. The illogical thing to do, just stop playing GTA Online. If Rockstar stopped receiving money from GTA Online, they would come out with GTA 6 real fucking quick, let me tell you. Because as soon as GTA Online's not becoming profitable anymore, they'll start working on a new experience, a really good one at that. I feel like it's kind of shitty that's like one of the only like logical options to do, is because as long as they can milk GTA Online, there's not much reason for Rockstar to actually try and create groundbreaking experiences with amazing stories and well-developed characters, as long as they can just milk GTA Online. I feel like if Rockstar keeps going about this, where they just keep milking these franchises, it's going to get to a point where players will get fed up with it and will eventually leave. I mean, we're already starting to kind of see that with dwindling numbers in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know much about GTA Online. I don't know if that's becoming even more popular or even less popular. I know it's doing pretty well on the PC side of things, just because of the RP aspect of it and all the custom mods for the online mode. So, I gotta say, Rockstar is gonna have to come up with something real quick, otherwise they're gonna start losing their cash cow, and which is kind of what we all want. But if Rockstar keeps going about this, we're going to lose unique experiences entirely. We won't be able to see amazing games like Manhunt, Bully, Max Payne, Midnight Club, table tennis, and other stuff like that, and it makes me kind of sad. I don't know if Rockstar Games will eventually start making smaller titles again, but I would really like to see them do it. I don't even care if it's a sequel to an already established franchises. I love Rockstar Games and the stories that they put out, so if they could just put out a really solid story, it doesn't have to be, 48 hours long. It could be a nice 7 to 8 hour game, and I would love the crap out of it, like Bully. And in terms of will we see sequels to previous titles, Bully 2, Manhunt 2, and Table Tennis, well, that all depends on if they stop doing it. And I think I realized that most of this problem probably doesn't actually involve Rockstar at all. It probably more likely than not involves Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two, for the greedy bastards that they are. There was a fan that was making a 4K Red Dead option on PC, and it was just a mod, just for the textures, just for the 4K straight textures. You couldn't get the game, he didn't link the game anywhere, but it was a 4K texture mod pack. And Take-Two sent personal investigators to his house to stop his project. Now, if that's not a greedy fucking company, I don't know what is. So, I'd like to see smaller experiences like Bully, Manhunt, and Midnight Club and stuff like that. Just solid I know Midnight Club's not really a story-driven game, but that's besides the point. I'd love to see smaller games like Bully again, and just really solid Rockstar experiences. Again, doesn't have to be super big budget, just something nice to keep us on, to keep us coming back as you guys are working on GTA 6 or whatever the hell else you're cooking up at Rockstar. Hopefully, it will be a new IP. Maybe we'll finally see Agent. Well, I think I'm going to end this off here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and comment what you think about this down below, with maybe Rockstar going back and making smaller scale games instead of just making the super high budget Red Dead Redemption 2s and GTA 5s of the world. And maybe we could return to, something like Bully, or hell, I'd even take a sequel to Bully. Just give me Bully 2 already at Swegta. This is Mr. Testy 76 signing out.